it's my turn. You say you've always been a little bit shy, but I can put an end to your fears.
Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Morgana Marie and I'm a neurodivergent coach, business intuitive, and I work with neurodivergent professionals and corporations to implement health and well-being strategies and accelerate their success with ease. And in today's video, I wanted to share the ability and the power of finding your voice. Stay tuned. So over my years in the coaching industry, working with neurodivergent leaders, professionals, one of the biggest challenges that they have had is communication. The lack of communication, the ability to be able to communicate their voice, their authentic expression, and their thoughts, feelings and emotions and ideas to others, whilst being able to build healthy relationships both in professional settings and in personal settings. So in this video, I'm going to go deeper into what actually blocks you from finding your voice, the type of beliefs that you have that you can clear, and how to reframe them. Finding your voice enables you to prevent yourself from being unwell, from manifesting depression, anxiety, burnout, sensory overload and overwhelm, which is so common in highly sensitive people, neurodivergent people. What is neurodivergence? Okay, do you class yourself as highly sensitive, ADHD, autistic, dyslexic, Asperger's, Tourette's? Maybe you consider yourself different in the world. However way you want to frame it, I would always encourage you to reframe it in a way that works for you, that empowers you, that enhances your life, not diminishes your life or contracts you in any way. Often our neurodivergence labels can be a limitation alone. So where are you using your labels to elevate and upgrade who you are rather than minimize who you are? I myself have ADHD, autism, dyslexia, all rolled into one, and I have so many other aspects to myself that go far beyond these labels. But I have learned that my abilities with my neurodivergence are assets. I can make a difference. I'm perceptive, I'm intuitive, I'm empathic, I'm compassionate, I'm great with people, I'm able to relate to people, I'm able to help people. Being in a room with someone helps them feel relaxed and calm. They instantly feel at peace. These are all abilities of mine. And through my YouTube videos and content alone, I really want you to start embracing what your abilities are, what your assets are, that you can make money from wealth, because you have so many abilities that are worth a lot, but you may have not recognized that. Okay, common challenges in leadership roles on the neurodivergence spectrum. I hear this a lot. I'm working in a toxic environment. My boss is a narcissist. I feel tired, I feel fatigued, I feel burnt out and exhausted and I want to leave. This is all encompassing symptoms, results of a toxic work environment where people feel that they cannot be themselves, they cannot say what they need to say, that they cannot stand up to abusive environments or just environments that don't regulate your employees in the way that they should. I really encourage, if you're in a corporation, if you're an organization, you're a decision maker, it's important for you to understand each and every staff member there. Whether you don't have to directly understand them, but they are getting the right provider, service, support for them and their needs. because once they feel heard and they feel seen, they're able to find their voice and express their talents and speak up and offer a different perspective and deliver greater results in their life and to you. If they're achieving great results in their life, they are more productive, more capable, and are more expansive to you as a company. So it's about harnessing the talent that you have within that organisation. It's already there, and recognising where maybe someone does feel anxious, someone does feel depressed, maybe someone's not engaging enough, or you see that person that never speaks to anyone, they're quietly getting on in the corner, but they would never come out on a social, or they would never say anything really other than hi or bye. It's important to recognise this because accommodations are often required to enable your staff to progress, to evolve, to grow, excel and succeed. So the challenges of not recognising neurodivergence in the workplace can result in costly absenteeism, expensive sickness, millions and millions of pounds on having to reinvest in employing new people, which can be prevented, and costly and expensive lawsuits as well, and the contraction of your company. Imagine what your company would achieve if all of your staff were happy. They could find their voice, they could express their thoughts, their perspectives, their opinions, their ideas. They felt confident in who they were, and they were able to share what they needed to say because they felt safe, they felt confident in who they were. What would your company create? What would your organisation achieve? It's something to consider. It's shocking to see the facts and figures of mental health increase in people. It costs over 1 trillion a year to reinvest new employees because employees are leaving due to mental health conditions and problems. So a lot of these employees are neurodivergent. 1 in 7 people in your workplace would be neurodivergent. So to recognise that they need extra support, guidance and accommodation will help only you and so much more for now and the future. Other common leadership challenges could be where your team are not working coherently in compatibility with each other. So there's differences, and the differences actually conflict with each other, and no one's working together. Therefore, tasks don't get done, productivity levels decrease, and your whole company culture actually decreases, and there will be like a negative impact on the environment where clients will feel that they will sense that this is not a company that thrives, it's a company that is stressed. Everything is energy. So you changing and making decisions about employing neurodivergent people, coaches like myself, and implementing well-being programs and strategies to enhance your company culture will only result in growth and rapid, dynamic success. Do you find that your staff are always late and wanting to leave, or they just show up and they're not present? They look exhausted, they look fatigued, the energy levels are low. This is a big image problem because These people are representing your company, and if they look drained, look fatigued, and they're representing that brand image, that is quite a damaging image for your company and message that you're sending out to your clients that do come in, that do see the workings of the company, and also the clients that speak to your employees on the phone. You can tell when someone loves their job by the manner that they use on the phone to you, and the difference between whether they want to be there or not. I have certainly experienced that, where you get a very happy employee willing to go above and beyond for you, and an employee that is just contractive and they gaslight and they're not healthy and they're not helpful and they are just rude. So this can change. This can change in the way that you educate your staff, that what you bring forward to implement in terms of looking after your employees, educating them, and also making sure that you're recruiting the employees that are aligned to your company and your legacy. It's pointless recruiting people that really just don't want to be there and they're just looking for a job. You have to be willing to recruit people who genuinely can contribute and are generative to your company. So having a strong inner voice, whether you're a leader, whether you're a decision maker, is absolutely key. Finding your voice and using it is key for growth, evolution, and success. Because if you have and function from beliefs such as, I am heard, I am seen, people acknowledge what I have to say and implement it, then success can be driven forwards. The common beliefs that I hear about people being stuck in their voice or their communication are, I must conform to be accepted. I'm invisible. Authenticity is a risk. I fear judgment. It's not safe to be seen. It's not safe to be heard. I'm not good at communicating. My differences are my curse. It's a weakness. I'm not good enough to lead. I'm not enough. I'm not worthy enough. My voice is irrelevant. It doesn't matter. These are all beliefs that block you from being heard, being seen, and being acknowledged for your abilities. And they block you from taking that next step. They're sabotaging, they are contractive, and they will hold you back from truly excelling. If you have employees in your company that are functioning from these beliefs, you're not getting the best out of your team. So having a coach in there to guide you, who's able to work with reframing the subconscious mind and the belief systems of each employee, your company is going to skyrocket. So having a strong inner voice, whether you're a leader, whether you're a decision maker, is absolutely key. Finding your voice and using it is key for growth, evolution, and success. Because if you have and function from beliefs such as, I am heard, I am seen, people acknowledge what I have to say and implement it, then success can be driven forwards. The common beliefs that I hear about people being stuck in their voice or their communication are, I must conform to be accepted. I'm invisible. Authenticity is a risk. I fear judgment. It's not safe to be seen. It's not safe to be heard. I'm not good at communicating. My differences are my curse. It's a weakness. I'm not good enough to lead. I'm not enough. I'm not worthy enough. My voice is irrelevant. It doesn't matter. These are all beliefs that block you from being heard, being seen, and being acknowledged for your abilities. And they block you from taking that next step. They're sabotaging, they are contractive, and they will hold you back from truly excelling. If you have employees in your company that are functioning from these beliefs, you're not getting the best out of your team. So having a coach in there to guide you, who's able to work with reframing the subconscious mind and the belief systems of each employee, your company is going to skyrocket. The reframes for these beliefs can be anything from my communication is strong, my voice is heard, what I have to say is relevant, I'm confident in myself, my opinion, my perspective, and my knowledge matters. It's safe to be visible. I make a difference by speaking up. You can reframe these beliefs to anything you like that works for you. And at the end of this practice today, or this video, we're going to be doing some shifting of these beliefs and see what changes for you. Because if you can change these beliefs, you can change how your company expands for now and the future. One of the most amazing tools I've ever come across to change beliefs fast is theta healing. As you know, I'm an advanced theta healer, and this tool alone enables anyone with sabotaging beliefs that I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy enough, my voice isn't heard, my voice isn't valid, anyone with these beliefs to be shifted and reframed in minutes. So think about how many beliefs we can change in 1 hour of just coaching alone, and the result and the benefit of that for your company. What that would feel like, what that would look like, what would your team show up like? There are other ways of discovering your inner voice through self-awareness practices. Asking yourself a question. For example, what beliefs are holding me back from finding my voice and using it? Just asking that question alone will give you the awareness. Sometimes you need to ask the question in a different way, and this will help you to get the awareness or a different answer. It's a way of using mindfulness in coaching, self-coaching, and it's self-mentorship. The more your staff know how to coach themselves, the more they will be self-aware all the time, and they're always going to be reframing any limiting beliefs that come up for them on autopilot, and they won't be functioning from negative beliefs, contractive beliefs, beliefs that block their success and your company's potential. So if you are a professional, a leader, or a company or organization, it doesn't matter. This video is relevant to anyone who is feeling stuck or blocked in their voice. Something I hear also a lot is, it's not safe for me to speak up. This is a big one because so many people are in toxic work cultures where they feel that they can't say what they need to say because they're afraid of losing their job, they're afraid of the consequences, they're afraid of their employers, they're afraid of the loss of that job. But I would encourage you to shift that perspective and think about, well, do you want to be working in a toxic company culture like this for the rest of your life? Or would you be willing to change your beliefs so you can upgrade your self-belief and your worth for a higher role that you are deserving of, that that company would acknowledge and appreciate and be grateful for having you there? Because that is a different way of living and achieving and receiving. So this may resonate with you if you've been in a company where you haven't been happy, you felt like your voice hasn't been heard, you're invalidated all the time, maybe you've experienced gaslighting, or you have had to deal with a narcissistic boss who is constantly picking at you and prodding everything that you do as wrong and minimizing your abilities. If this is the case, I would really encourage you to consider choosing something else, something greater. And it's not just about choosing something greater, you have to be willing to work on your beliefs, otherwise the same thing will happen. You will just be moving to another place and then the same lesson will come. And then the same lesson will come until you learn the lesson. So don't put yourself through dynamic changes that you can't cope with because you haven't worked on your beliefs to upgrade yourself to get there. You must work on yourself first and then take that step. Otherwise, if you go into a new company or a new job, you're going to attract the same situation because your soul is always learning. Your soul has lessons to learn, virtues to learn, and people are catalysts for you learning that. So it's not just about going from A to B to C to D, hoping that the grass is greener on the other side. You do have to be willing to change your beliefs today for a better tomorrow. If you have liked this video, please give it a like. If you know anyone that could benefit from this video, please give this a share to them. And even better, if you have enjoyed this, I would love to know what you took away from this video. Please give it a comment below. So here's today's add-on energy practice. As you know, I'm a theta healer and we do energy downloads in my sessions. Sometimes we do an energy download or a meditation practice or some sort of self-awareness practice to help you raise your consciousness, step into a higher energy and have more self-belief. So all you need to do is relax, close your eyes and just push your barriers down from the day. Ground your feet into the earth and just sense yourself in your heart. Imagine your heart is golden, green, expansive life force energy. And I want you to allow yourself to move that green energy up into your throat chakra, just here, your throat. And I want you to allow the energy to come through your throat and start releasing anywhere where you feel restricted, dense, tight, heavy, hurt. And contractive in your throat and in your heart. And I want you to be aware and allow any awareness to come to you of where you do feel blocked in your voice. Maybe you've had a situation in your life where someone made you feel less than or unworthy or invalidated, like what you said was wrong or not relevant. So I want you to acknowledge that now. And I want you to just send forgiveness to that time and to the people that made you feel that way. To alchemize that sadness to lightness. And I want you to acknowledge what you were learning here. What were you learning from this? Just ask yourself and see what comes through. And let's show you. And when I say let's, I'm working with the divine consciousness of everything that is. Let's show you that you know what you were learning. So you can take the lesson forwards with you into your next phase, stage, position, relationship, opportunity. And let's just do some divine downloads. Let's just download to you that you know what it feels like to be able to find your voice, to speak your truth without fear of judgment. That you know that you are capable of expressing your thoughts, your perspectives, and you are always aware that you can use and have your perception as a superpower to perceive any obstacle or limitation that you may have and alchemize that to possibility. And you can just say yes to receive these downloads. These downloads work by shifting the energy, the frequency in your brain waves, in your neural brain waves. So your mind can alter into new states of awareness. And would you like to know what it feels like to speak up, to say what you really want to say without holding back, without restriction, without anxiety, from compassion and empathy and understanding? And let's show you the higher perspective of compassion, empathy, understanding, and communication. And you can just say yes to receive. And let's just release all the beliefs that make you feel like you have to fight to be heard, to be seen, to be visible. And let's show you the highest perspective of visibility, that you are seen, it's safe to be seen, it's safe to be heard, it's safe to belong, and that you are seen, heard, and that you do belong. There we are. I hope that these have helped you to shift from a place of heaviness, which never really is yours anyway, to a place of lightness. Every time you feel heavy or you start going into contraction or anxiety, it's not really you are functioning from. As a highly aware sensitive, we're constantly absorbing other people's thoughts, feelings and emotions, and we can make them ours. And we've decided that that's who we are, that's how we feel, and we solidify that energy into our bodies. But using these energy downloads will enable you to gain awareness on what is your truth and your authentic perspective, and come back to your own awareness and knowing and belief. I hope you've enjoyed this. To really enable this channel to grow, I do request for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It really helps me boost the algorithm and get this content out there to more people. So if you've enjoyed this content and you found it valuable, please do share it with anyone. And again, thank you.
I can't believe that you came into my life. You made me feel again. Now it's my turn. You say you